An ordinary day. You're browsing through job listings on the internet when an ad catches your eye. Young talents, new faces wanted. High salary, accommodation, daily payment. Since you need cash, you apply immediately. With an incredibly fast response, you enter a brief interview, and first, they contact your family. They tell your family how talented you are and that you have the perfect model face. What starts as a simple attempt to earn some pocket money suddenly evolves into an unbelievable career opportunity. First, to gain your family's trust, they take you to shopping malls and buy you the most beautiful, most expensive clothes that suit you. Then you're registered with agencies they use as fronts. Of course, during this process, they send gifts to your family and dazzle them. According to the system, you're a model candidate who will quickly climb the career ladder, but only on paper. Once all the pieces are in place, they tell your family, "Your daughter is special. We're going to take her to a private island for training purposes. She'll both earn money and build her career." Your family sees it as an opportunity and signs all the necessary documents. When everything is complete, they message you, "Be at the airport tomorrow morning." When you arrive at the airport, you're greeted by a luxury jet. You see 56 other young people like you. In all your eyes, there's that sparkle, maybe we're really making it. The men who get off the plane collect your phones, calling it a security protocol. You board the plane and the journey begins. The plane lands somewhere. A luxury yacht is waiting. Yes, there's a transfer because the geography and size of the real island aren't suitable for a large plane to land. When you arrive, you don't see the luxury hotel with palm trees you expected. You see high walls, barbed wire, and stern-faced men walking around with radios in their hands. They take you into a hangar. Inside, a man in a suit with a frozen smile says, "Welcome to your new life." But his tone sounds less like welcome and more like condolences. They ask for your passport for visa procedures. When you hand it over, you see it thrown into a drawer and locked. You grow suspicious, but it's too late for everything. You can't escape. There's no turning back. One of the kids next to you asks, "What will our job be?" The man in front of you stops smiling. You'll entertain the guests, however they want. In that moment, you understand. This isn't a training camp. This is a marketplace, and the product being sold is you. You look around. You see the emptiness and fear in the eyes of the other young people wearing staff uniforms. They put you in a golf cart and take you to where you'll stay. From the outside, it looks like a luxury bungalow. But when you step inside, you realize the windows don't open and the locks on the doors only work from the outside. On the bed, there's an envelope. Inside is a handbook. The rules are so strange that your blood runs cold reading them. Do not make eye contact with guests. Do not speak unless asked a question. Be ready within 3 minutes when called. Yes, there really is a rulebook called the House Services Handbook. This 58-page guide, prepared for those working or staying in Epstein's houses and on his island, entered court records and was made public. You look at the girl sitting next to you, dark circles under her eyes. "How long have you been here?" you ask. She doesn't answer. She just points to the camera on the wall. You understand you're not alone. You're constantly being watched. The next morning or evening, you've lost track of time because the windows are tinted and there's no clock inside. The door knocks. A staff member enters and hands you an outfit. It's not a waitress apron or receptionist uniform. Not something a hotel employee would wear. It's an outfit for a display mannequin. "Get ready," he says. "The guests want to relax." They take you to the main building. The corridors are like a labyrinth. A guard at every corner. Strange artworks on every wall. Massive, unsettling paintings. You're stopped in front of a door. Laughter comes from inside. The door opens. You walk in. You recognize the faces. The powerful men you've seen on television, giving speeches about charity and leadership. But here, they're not wearing suits. They've taken off their respectable masks. They look at you like an object. Like a chair, like a table. They call it a massage, but it's not a massage. It's a test of obedience. And you obey because you have no choice. Days pass in this nightmare. There's no such thing as an ordinary day anymore. No phone, no internet, only whispers. You see other girls in the cafeteria. No one speaks. Everyone looks at the ground. Because if you talk, there's punishment. What is the punishment? You don't know. And no one wants to find out. After a while, when you return to your bed at night, you can't even cry anymore. Of course, your family misses you. Your mother calls. Your father sends messages. They have your phone. One day they bring it to you. Call your family, they say. You feel hope. Maybe I can escape. But the moment you hold the phone, a man stands in front of you with a sheet of paper. You will only read what's written here. Not one word less, not one word more. Your voice will not tremble. You will sound happy. In that moment, you think you'd rather die than live like this. But the man erases that thought from your mind. If you try anything, we'll deal with you first. Then your family. You hear your mother's voice. Your throat tightens, but you can't cry, because on the table are photos of your family. The script is always the same. Mom, it's very busy here. It's a very secret project. There are billionaires involved, so phones are forbidden. Don't worry about me. I'll call you. You mention the fake confidentiality agreement you signed. Your family thinks you've saved your life. In reality, you've lost it. Money is deposited regularly into your family's account. Amounts they could never imagine. In dollars. Your father sees the money and says, "My child has really achieved something big." The money blinds them. Doubts disappear. One day, you try to say something coded. The moment the phone hangs up, the smiling man's face changes. He doesn't shout. He leans close and whispers, "If you ever do that again, we'll visit your family. Your brother started high school this year, right? The road to his school is a bit isolated." That's when you understand. There is no escape. Not just for you, but for them. For their safety, you must keep playing the happy employee. Your family does call, but they can't reach you. Even if they suspect something, on paper everything appears legal. The system is built on this. Step 1. Sell a future. They don't say, "Your daughter will serve us." They say, "Your daughter is talented. She could be a wonderful model. We've arranged scholarships in America and Europe." To a struggling family, they say, "We're saving your child, giving her a life." And the parents become defenseless. Step 2. Build trust. Women are used in recruitment because families trust women more. The process takes months. Gift arrive. Debts are paid. Medical bills covered. Dinners shared. Luxury cars. The family says, "These people are angels." Trust is the biggest trap. Step 3. Legal cover. Since the children are often 14 to 16, they get parental consent. Travel permits. Modeling contracts. Camp permissions. The parents don't even understand what they sign. Step 4. The boiling frog method. They don't take the child to the island immediately. First shopping. Then a nearby city trip. Then a weekend in New York. Finally, a training camp on a private island. The rope has already snapped. They target fragmented or needy families, fatherless homes, sick mothers, financial crises. They're waiting for a savior. And instead, a devil in disguise arrives. Years pass. You imagine helicopters, police sirens rescuing you. They never come, because this is the island of the untouchables. How do you get out? Not by escaping, by aging. The system is built on youth. At 19 or 20, you're old. One morning, the man returns with a plane ticket and an envelope of cash. You can go. But if you speak, the papers you signed and the videos we recorded will be used. We'll even have you declared mentally ill. They throw you out like a trash bag. You're free, but only physically. Years later, you turn on the news and see that the man has been arrested. But you don't feel relief, because the child inside you is still on that island. Yes, sadly, events like this truly happened. This story was prepared based on the testimonies of victims held on the island. The person in the story who gained trust and called her family was Maria Farmer. In the mid-1990s, she was a young, promising artist studying at the New York Academy of Art. The person who trapped her wasn't a street criminal. It was her school's dean. She was introduced to Epstein and Maxwell at an exhibition. They told her he was a billionaire art collector who wanted to buy her paintings. She was hired as an art advisor. But she saw underage girls coming and going. Cameras everywhere, including bathrooms. Epstein assaulted her. The final straw was when they tried to take her 15-year-old sister to the Zorro Ranch in New Mexico under the pretext of an art trip. Her sister was assaulted too. Maria went to the FBI in 1996, 23 years before the Epstein case exploded publicly. She reported everything. The FBI took notes. No investigation was opened. She was told, "He's very powerful. He'll ruin your life." Maxwell threatened her, and they did ruin her career. She changed her name and hid for years. Maria Farmer was the first to say the emperor has no clothes. But her voice was silenced for 25 years. In 2019, the man supposedly died in his cell. Was everything really revealed? Did we see it all? Perhaps even more shocking truths will emerge in the future. That was the video for now. Commenting on and liking the video will motivate us to create new and trending videos. We love you. Stay safe. Glitch out.